Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're diving deep into AI this week, and man, there's a lot to cover,
Yeah, it's been a busy one for sure.
especially with Google and OpenAI going at it.
Yeah.
They've both had a ton of big announcements this week.
It's been pretty crazy keeping up.
Exactly. So we wanted to take some time to break it all down for you. And the thing is, this isn't just like, keeping up with the tech news. It's about understanding how AI is evolving, like right now, and what that means for, well, for everyone, really.
I think what's really striking is just the sheer speed at which things are moving. It feels like every week there's a new breakthrough, a new model, a new platform. It's mind-boggling.
I know, right? Like I can barely keep up with it all. And the thing is, a lot of these advancements aren't just theoretical anymore. They're translating into real tools and capabilities that people can actually use.
Exactly. We're not just talking about research papers and prototypes anymore. We're talking about real-world applications that are changing how we work, how we create, even how we live our lives. And this week, it seems like Google really wanted to make a statement. A lot of people had OpenAI as the front runner in this whole AI race.
Right, especially after the success of ChatGPT.
Exactly. But then Google comes out swinging with this wave of updates and releases, and it's like, hold on, they're not going down without a fight.
Google's been investing in AI for a long, long time, so it's not surprising that they have some serious firepower.
Yeah.
But it seems like they're really stepping up their game now.
Yeah, it's like they're saying, hey, we're still here and we're not messing around. So let's dive into some of the specifics, starting with Google's V2 AI video model. I actually got to play around with it early, and let me tell you, it's impressive. I even made a whole YouTube video breaking it down if you want to check it out.
I saw that. It looked pretty amazing.
Yeah, so like in one scene, the AI generated this footage of a glass of water sitting on a table, right? And the way it simulated the light refracting through the water was just spot on. Those little details, they really show how much progress they've made.
It's those subtleties that really make the difference. When you can capture those nuances, that's when you know you're approaching true realism.
Right. And it's not just about creating one perfect video V2, actually generates four different variations for every prompt you give it. So it's like having a team of AI video editors working on your project.
That's incredible. It's like having multiple options to choose from, different takes on the same idea. It really opens up the creative possibilities.
Absolutely. And on top of that, they updated their image and model too, which is all about generating still images. And the quality is just phenomenal, honestly.
I've seen some of the output from Imogen, and it's really impressive. The level of detail, the realism, it's mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where it's hard to distinguish between AI-generated images and real photographs. It makes you wonder, like, is this the future of photography?
It's definitely a question worth asking. If anyone can create photorealistic images with just a few words, it changes the game completely.
For sure, there are definitely ethical implications to consider. But on a lighter note, Google also launched this platform called Whisk, and it's just pure fun.
I haven't had a chance to check that one out yet.
Oh, you gotta try it. So it basically lets you blend different images together to create these, like, quirky and personalized results. So I used it to make a little plushy version of myself. It took a few tries to get it right, but it was hilarious.
That sounds amazing. It's great to see these technologies being used for entertainment and self-expression. It makes AI more accessible and relatable.
Exactly. And then there's Notebook LM, which got a major upgrade too. It was already pretty cool. You could upload documents and have AI-powered conversations with them.
Right, I've used that for research. It's really helpful for summarizing and understanding complex information.
Yeah, but now it can turn those documents into interactive podcasts. Like I tried it out with a transcript of an interview with Dario Day, and I was able to interrupt the podcast as it was playing to ask questions about specific points. It's like having a personalized AI tutor walking you through the information.
That's incredible. I can see that being incredibly valuable for learning, especially for complex topics.
Seriously. And then on top of all of that, Google also had updates to their Gemini platform. They've got this new 2.0 advanced model and this experimental flash thinking model. It's designed to make Gemini even better at reasoning and problem solving.
Gemini is already considered one of the top language models out there, even surpassing OpenAI's O1 model in some benchmarks.
Yeah, and this flash thinking concept is fascinating. Apparently, it allows the AI to go through a rapid, iterative thought process to arrive at more accurate conclusions. It's like watching a superpowered brain in action.
They even put Gemini through the classic strawberry test.
Oh yeah, the one where you ask how many R's are in the word strawberry.
Exactly. It's a tricky question because you're talking about the spoken word, not the spelling, so the answer is 0. And Gemini nailed it. It even showed its step-by-step reasoning process, which is pretty cool to see.
It's like, okay, This AI is getting seriously smart. And, it's not just about making these AIs smarter and more capable. Google is also thinking about the ethical side of things. Like, YouTube now lets users opt in to having their content used for AI training.
That's a really important step. It's about transparency and giving users control over their data, especially when it comes to something as powerful as AI.
Exactly. So while Google's been busy dropping bombshells, OpenAI has been doing their own thing with their 12 days of announcements.
Right, I've been following that too. It's a different approach, more like a slow drip of reveals.
Yeah, and honestly, nothing they've announced so far has quite matched the impact of Google's news.
Yeah.
Maybe they're saving the best for last. OpenAI does like to make a splash.
It's hard to say. What have they announced so far?
Well, we've seen things like folders in ChatGPT to help you organize your projects better, and they've expanded the web search functionality even for free users.
Those are good quality of life improvements for sure. Making the platform more user-friendly is always a good thing.
Yeah. They also released the O1 preview model through their API, so now developers can tap into OpenAI's most advanced reasoning model to build their own applications.
That's huge. Giving developers access to those powerful models has the potential to unlock all sorts of innovation.
Totally. And then they've got this quirky new feature called 1-800-CHAT-GPT. You can literally call a phone number and have a conversation with ChatGPT.
You're kidding?
Nope, it's real. I heard this clip where someone told it the "is your refrigerator running" joke, and ChatGPT totally played along. It's like they're trying to make AI more accessible and relatable, even through humor.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I wonder how well it handles different accents and dialects.
Yeah, good question. And speaking of accessibility, OpenAI also updated their ChatGPT app, Pharmac. They've added more tool integrations, and it seems like they're really prioritizing Mac over Windows, which is kind of weird considering Microsoft's partnership with OpenAI.
Yeah, that is strange. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
So it's clear that Google and OpenAI are the big players in this AI game, but there's a whole universe of other developments happening too. Like, for example, GitHub Copilot, that AI-powered coding assistant. It's got a free tier now.
That's amazing news for coders, especially those just starting out or working on personal projects.
Totally. It's another example of how AI tools are becoming more accessible to everyone.
Which is great. It means more people can benefit from these technologies and contribute to the AI revolution.
Exactly. And speaking of Microsoft, they've been busy too. They just launched a real-time translation feature for live captions, so you can watch any video in any language with accurate subtitles appearing instantly.
Wow, that's game-changing, especially in a world that's becoming increasingly interconnected.
Yeah, it's like having a universal translator right there in your pocket.
It could revolutionize how we consume content, how we learn, how we communicate across cultures.
No kidding. And they've also updated Bing Image Creator, making it faster and integrating it directly into the Bing search bar. But apparently there have been some reports of errors, so hopefully they'll fix those soon.
It's still early days for a lot of these technologies, so there are bound to be some hiccups along the way,
Yeah,
but the progress is undeniable.
for sure. Now let's talk about Meta, because they've been making waves in the AI space as well. Their Ray-Ban smart glasses just got a major upgrade with real-time video and translation capabilities.
The integration of AI into wearable technology is fascinating. It's like extending our senses and abilities.
Exactly. Imagine being able to ask your glasses questions about your surroundings and get instant answers, or even have them identify songs playing nearby.
It's like having a personal AI assistant right there in your field of vision.
Totally. And on top of that, Instagram is hinting at new AI-powered video editing tools that could let you change outfits, swap backgrounds, and add all sorts of cool effects, all with the help of AI.
It's like having a Hollywood-level editing studio in your pocket.
It's amazing how quickly things are evolving in the AI world, especially in the video generation space. It feels like we're on the cusp of something truly revolutionary.
The pace of innovation is incredible. It's hard to predict what the future holds, but it's clear that AI is going to play a major role in shaping it.
Okay, so we've talked about AI creating videos, images, even entire worlds. But what about AI that can talk back to us? That's another area where things are moving incredibly fast.
One development that really caught my eye is 11 Labs' new text-to-speech model called Flash. They claim it can generate speech in a mere 7.5 milliseconds, which is practically instantaneous.
Wow, that's faster than I can snap my fingers.
It really is. And think about what this means for real-time AI interactions. We're talking about having conversations with AI that feel completely natural and fluid, without any of those awkward pauses or robotic voices we're used to.
It's like AI is learning to speak our language, literally. And it's not just about making AI sound more human-like, it's also about breaking down communication barriers for people who communicate differently. For example, researchers at Florida Atlantic University have developed an AI system that can read sign language.
That's a game changer for accessibility and inclusion. Imagine the impact this could have on the lives of deaf and hard of hearing individuals, allowing them to communicate more easily and participate more fully in society.
It's really inspiring to see how AI can be used to empower people and create a more inclusive world. And speaking of empowerment, let's shift gears to the world of robotics, where things are also getting super interesting. We've heard a lot about Atronic, the robotics company, partnering with Google DeepMind.
That's a collaboration I'm particularly excited about. Atronic is known for building cutting-edge robots, while Google DeepMind is a leader in artificial intelligence. Combining those two areas of expertise has the potential to lead to some truly groundbreaking advancements in embodied intelligence robots that can not only move and interact with the physical world, but also think, learn, and adapt.
Google DeepMind always seems to be at the forefront of AI innovation. And while we're talking about robots and AI, I have to mention NVIDIA's new Jetson Nano. They're calling it a mini supercomputer designed specifically for robotics.
The most remarkable thing about the Jetson Nano is its combination of power and affordability. It's capable of handling complex AI tasks, yet it's priced under $300, making it accessible to a much wider range of researchers, hobbyists, and entrepreneurs. We're talking about putting a powerful AI engine in the hands of anyone who wants to tinker with robotics.
It's like giving everyone the tools to create their own personal R2-D2.
Okay, so we've talked about AI that talks, AI that builds robots, but let's circle back to that mind-bending research we touched on earlier. I'm still fascinated by those companies creating entire worlds with AI. Odyssey's generative world model is amazing, but that Genesis project with its 4D dynamic world is just next level.
The Genesis project really challenges our understanding of what AI can create. We're not just talking about generating static images or environments, we're talking about simulating entire worlds with realistic physics and dynamic interactions. Imagine the possibilities for gaming, scientific simulations, or even just creating immersive art experiences.
Remember that demo with the Wukong monkey they showed? The way it was jumping and swinging, all generated by AI, was incredibly lifelike. And then there was that water droplet simulation, showing how the droplet interacted with a beer bottle, all based on the physics of the real world. It's mesmerizing to watch. Those demos showcase the potential of AI, not only to replicate the physical world, but also to help us understand it better. By simulating complex physical phenomena, AI could accelerate scientific discovery, lead to breakthroughs in engineering, and even help us design more sustainable and efficient technologies.
It's like AI is giving us a new set of eyes to see the world and a new set of tools to shape it. And speaking of tools, we can't forget about those amazing advancements in AI image generation. Leonardo's Phoenix 1.0 model is producing incredibly realistic images. Midjourney is letting you create mood boards to train AI on specific visual styles. And Magnific's Superreal model is blurring the lines between AI-generated images and photographs.
We're witnessing a convergence of art and technology, where AI is becoming a powerful tool for creative expression. It's democratizing art, making it possible for anyone to create stunning visuals regardless of their artistic background.
It's truly an exciting time to be alive, with AI constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
We're in the midst of a technological revolution, and AI is at the heart of it. It's reshaping industries, transforming how we live and work, and fundamentally changing how we understand the world around us.
But it's not just about the technology itself, it's about how we use it. AI has the potential to be an incredible force for good, helping us solve some of the world's most pressing problems. But it's also crucial that we approach AI development thoughtfully and responsibly, considering its ethical implications and ensuring that it benefits all of humanity.
That's a vital point. As we marvel at these advancements, we need to engage in open and honest conversations about the future we want to create with AI. We need to ensure that it's used to empower individuals, promote fairness and equity, and build a more sustainable and just world.
And that's where you, our listeners, come in. This isn't just a conversation for tech experts or academics, it's a conversation for everyone. We all have a role to play in shaping the future of AI.
Absolutely. The decisions we make today about AI will have a profound impact on our lives and the lives of future generations. It's up to all of us to ensure that AI is used for good and that its benefits are shared widely.
So as we wrap up part one of this deep dive, I want to leave you with a question. What excites you the most about the future of AI? And what role do you want to play in shaping that future?
I encourage you to think about these questions, to explore the world of AI, and to join the conversation. This is just the beginning of an incredible journey, and we're all on it together.
We'll be back next week with part 2 of our AI deep dive. So until then, stay curious and keep exploring.
See you next week. That's right. It's a conversation we all need to be part of.
Okay, so moving on from that, I want to talk about some of the other AI companies and projects out there that are making big moves. Because it's not just about Google and OpenAI anymore, there's a whole ecosystem of innovation happening.
It really feels like AI is everywhere these days, doesn't it?
It does, and that's actually a good thing. Because it means more people are getting involved, more ideas are being explored, and we're seeing AI being applied to a wider range of problems and challenges.
It's like the AI revolution is branching out in all sorts of exciting directions.
Exactly. So one example of this is, GitHub Copilot, the AI-powered coding assistant.
Oh, yeah, I've heard good things about that.
It's pretty amazing. It can help you write code faster and more efficiently. And the cool thing is, they just launched a free tier. So now anyone can try it out.
That's great news for coders on a budget, or even experienced developers who just want to see what all the fuss is about.
Right. And then there's Microsoft, who's been making some interesting moves too. Like they just rolled out this real-time translation feature for live captions. So now you can watch any video in any language with accurate subtitles appearing instantly.
That's pretty incredible, especially in a world that's becoming increasingly globalized.
I know, right? It's like having a universal translator right there in your pocket.
It could have a huge impact on education, on entertainment, on communication in general.
Definitely. And they've also updated Bing Image Creator, their AI-powered image generation tool.
How is that coming along?
Yeah.
Last I heard, there were some issues with it.
Yeah, so they've made it faster and integrated it directly into the Bing search bar. But there have been reports of errors, like the AI generating images that don't quite match the prompts.
I guess that's to be expected with any new technology. There are always going to be some kinks to work out.
Hopefully they'll get those sorted out soon, because the potential of Bing Image Creator is huge.
For sure. Now, what about Meta? Has they been doing anything interesting in the AI space?
Oh yeah, definitely. They just gave their Ray-Ban smart glasses a major upgrade with real-time video and translation capabilities.
I saw a demo of that. It's pretty wild being able to see information overlaid on your real-world view.
I know, it's like something out of a sci-fi movie. But it's real. And it's just the beginning of what's possible with wearable AI.
I can see this technology being really useful for things like navigation, language learning, even augmented reality gaming.
And speaking of cool AI stuff, Instagram is getting in on the action too. They're working on these AI-powered video editing tools that could let you do some pretty amazing things.
Like what?
Well, based on what they've hinted at, you might be able to change your outfit in a video, swap out the background, add special effects, all with the help of AI.
That's insane. It's like having a Hollywood-level editing suite right there in your phone.
I know, right? The possibilities are endless. And, one area that I'm particularly excited about is AI video generation. It feels like we're on the verge of a major breakthrough.
There's definitely been a lot of progress in that area lately.
Like, for example, there's this company called Pika that just launched their 2.0 model with this really cool feature called Scene Ingredients.
Scene ingredient.
Yeah, so you can upload different characters, objects, and locations, and then Pika tries to incorporate them into your video based on your prompts.
So it's like you're giving Pika a bunch of ingredients, and then it's coming up with a recipe for your video.
Exactly. And the results can be pretty impressive, especially when you get the prompts just right. But even when it doesn't quite nail it, it's still a lot of fun to experiment with.
It sounds like a great way to explore different creative possibilities.
And the best part is, they're offering free access for a limited time so anyone can try it out.
I might have to check that out myself.
You should. Another model that's been making waves is Kling AI. They just released an update that focuses on improving prompt adherence, visual aesthetics, and support for higher resolution. So basically, they're making their AI video generation even better.
It sounds like the competition in the AI video space is heating up, which is good for everyone.
Yeah.
It means we're going to see even more innovation and progress.
Absolutely. And then there's Runway, the platform known for its cutting-edge AI tools. They just launched a talent network where you can connect with AI artists and video creators. It's a clear sign that the demand for AI skills is growing rapidly.
That makes sense. AI is becoming increasingly integrated in so many different industries. It's only natural that there would be a need for people who know how to use these tools effectively.
And it's not just about technical skills either. It's also about creativity and the ability to use AI in new and innovative ways.
For sure. The most exciting applications of AI are often the ones that we haven't even thought of yet.
Okay, so we've talked about AI that can create, but what about AI that can understand and learn? That's another area where we're seeing some mind-blowing advancements.
I'm particularly interested in the research being done on AI that can reason and solve problems like humans do.
Oh, yeah, there's some really fascinating work happening in that area. Like, remember those companies we talked about earlier, the ones creating entire worlds with AI?
You mean Odyssey and the Genesis Project?
Exactly. They're not just creating static environments, they're simulating entire worlds with realistic physics and dynamic interactions. It's like they're building virtual laboratories where AI can learn and evolve.
That's pretty incredible. The potential applications for that kind of technology are vast.
Right, like imagine using AI to simulate different climate scenarios, or to test the effectiveness of new drugs, or to design safer and more efficient transportation systems.
The possibilities are endless. It's like we're giving AI the tools to help us solve some of the world's most pressing challenges.
And on a more fundamental level, this kind of research is helping us understand how intelligence itself works, whether it's biological or artificial.
It's blurring the lines between the natural and the artificial, which is both exciting and a little bit unsettling.
It definitely raises some profound questions about the nature of consciousness and what it means to be human.
But it also opens up incredible opportunities to advance our understanding of the universe and our place within it.
Okay, so we've explored a lot of cutting-edge AI research and development, but let's bring it back down to earth for a minute and talk about the practical implications of all of this. What does it mean for everyday people?
I think the most important thing to remember is that AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for bad. It's up to us to decide how we want to use it and to ensure that it's used in a way that benefits all of humanity.
I couldn't agree more. And that's why it's so important for everyone to be informed about AI, to understand its potential and its limitations, and to engage in the conversation about its development.
It's not just a conversation for tech experts or policymakers. It's a conversation for everyone because AI is going to impact all of our lives.
Right. And the more we understand about AI, the better equipped we'll be to shape its future and ensure that it's used in a way that aligns with our values and aspirations.
Exactly. We need to be proactive, not reactive. We need to think critically about the implications of AI and make sure that it's used to create a world that we want to live in.
A world that's more equitable, more sustainable, and more just.
That's the goal. And I believe that AI can help us achieve it, but only if we approach it with wisdom and compassion.
And a healthy dose of curiosity, too. Because ultimately, AI is about exploring the unknown and pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
It's about expanding our horizons and reimagining what it means to be human in a world where intelligence is no longer limited to biological beings.
That's a powerful thought. And it leads me to a question for you, our listeners. What do you think about all of this? What excites you about the future of AI? And what concerns you?
We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your comments on our website or social media channels. Let's keep this conversation going because the future of AI is in all of our hands.
And speaking of the future, we'll be back next week for part 3 of our AI deep dive, where we'll be exploring some even more mind-blowing developments and discussing the ethical implications of AI in more depth.
So stay tuned. There's much more to come. We could all agree on that.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the AI world, I wanted to kind of shift gears a bit and think about what all this means for the listener, for everyone out there.
I mean, it can be overwhelming, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's so much happening in the AI space right now. It's hard to keep up with it all.
Yeah, it's like drinking from a fire hose.
Exactly. But the key takeaway here is that AI is no longer this futuristic concept that's like decades away. It's here now.
Yeah.
And it's already impacting our lives in ways that we might not even realize.
Yeah, like think about the recommendations you get on Spotify or Netflix, or the way your phone predicts what you're going to type next. That's all AI at work.
Exactly. And as AI continues to evolve, it's only going to become more integrated into our daily lives.
So it's important to be informed about it, right? Like to understand its potential benefits, but also its risks.
Absolutely. Because like any powerful tool, AI can be used for good or for bad. It's up to us to decide how we want to use it and to make sure that it's used in a way that benefits all of humanity.
So thinking about all the developments we've discussed over these past 3 parts, what stands out to you? What excites you the most about the future of AI?
That's a good question. Honestly, I think I'm most excited about the potential of AI to accelerate scientific discovery. I really believe that AI is going to play a crucial role in solving some of the world's most pressing problems, like climate change, disease, poverty, you name it.
I completely agree with that. I think AI has the potential to unlock solutions that we haven't even thought of yet. And it can do it on a scale that we've never seen before.
Exactly. And for me personally, on a more I guess you could say a more personal level, I'm also fascinated by the creative potential of AI.
Oh, yeah, me too. I can't wait to see how artists, musicians, writers, filmmakers use AI to push the boundaries of their craft. Like, imagine the new forms of art and expression that we'll see emerge.
It's going to be incredible. It's like AI is this new collaborator, this new partner in creativity,
Yeah.
and it's going to help us create things that we never could have imagined on our own.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the AI world, I want to leave you with a thought, a question really. And it's this. We're standing at the threshold of a new era, an era where AI will fundamentally reshape how we live, how we work, how we create. So the question is, what role do you want to play in shaping that future?
It's a question worth pondering, for sure, because the future of AI is ultimately up to all of us.
Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey. And remember, stay curious, keep exploring, and let's build an AI-powered future that benefits everyone.
Until next time.